Here we go. This is starting another day, guys. Off go. Let's see how far this day will go today. I've been slightly late. Yeah, here we are. As I said, just started a little bit late. I forgot something in my car when I was driving to work this morning. So, oops. I picked my son from school yesterday and I forgot his bag inside the car. And I was halfway to work when I realized that, so I had to go back home and drop that bag. Otherwise I would get a full mouth of my wife asking, where is the bag? So that's why I'm starting a little bit late than usual. Not too much, but this 15-20 minutes late will make a massive difference at the end of the day. So now I will have to speed up a little bit with these deliveries. Which is okay, to be honest with you, it's not too bad. Because today, after work, I can have quite a long break before I go for my second job. So it means no matter what time I finish work today, it will still be okay because I have massage. It's gonna be around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the evening, so plenty of time to rest. Here we go. Enough. Not much put in there, but anyway, maybe there's a couple of bags left in the hopper. That should be okay to avoid coming back for this type of fuel. But anyway, good morning world, good morning to everyone, wherever you are. No matter which country, no matter what language. Bom dia para todo mundo, espero que sejam todos bem. Sei que no Brasil um pouco cedo. Buongiorno a tutti. Buenos dias. I wish I knew another language so I could say good morning on the fifth language to all of you guys. So what do you all know today, guys? I hope everyone will have an outstanding day. I hope you are all good and in good health, of course. And as we are here, just starting another day of work. For some of you, I know you are just finishing a day's work, because some of you work in the evening. So yeah. And here we are for another British weather challenge. I don't even know what the weather is anymore. I don't know if I should say, well, today is going to be a great day, or today is going to be a rainy day. I never know what happens in the days. The only thing I actually can think is another day of challenge. No matter if it's hot, it's cold, it's very sunny, it's just another day. And you need to go with the flow. When I hear some people say, well, I'm waiting for the perfect day to do something, I just think with myself, there is no such a thing as a perfect day. Things can go just through the window, all the plans what we have. So that's why it's always good to have a plan B, plan C, plan D. Don't count 100% everything what you plan for that day. It will happen. You never know. Challenge. We never know if we are ready for what's coming on that particular day. So, as I said to my friends, as there are no tomorrow. Of course, when I say that, I don't expect you to go and spend all the money you have had there for the savings and for your pension. No, what I'm saying is, do not forget to live today, because it might tomorrow may not come. I mean, you can interpret that however you want. What I mean by that is, let's just not waste our times. Okay. Whatever you have planned for your life, make it happen. Whatever you want planning, go after your plan. And as I say, times vary. The time works different for all of us. For example, if I want to do something, I will have it done today. I'm not an anxious person, but if I want to eat something nice, I'm going to eat something nice today. If I want to go for a nice walk in the park, I will go for a nice walk in the park. If I want to buy a new pair of shoes, I'm going to buy a new, well, if I have the money, of course. I'll buy this new pair of shoes. Thinking about the future, yes. Of course, I'm not going to waste everything what I have. So if I have 100 quid, why am I going to spend 100 quid in a pair of shoes? Well, when you are young and you just want to show off, you want to go to the nightclub, you want to pick some girls, to show to your friends what you have, well, fair enough. We all had that when we are young. But if you analyze, you still can have a nice trainers, you still can eat whatever you want, and you still can go for a very quick trip. For 100 quid, you see, you can have 3 things for the price of one thing what you are going to spend without thinking. You just need to understand what is more important for you. It's more important for you is to make friendship with those people want you to be around them only when you dress yourself well, or if you just want to go around people who treat you well for who you are and not for what you have. But of course, course, the way I'm saying it feels like I was born with plenty of experience in life. No? Like all those new guys, we have to go through some bad times in life. Some value of the friendship and value of our job. When you start giving value to your money, the money which you have to sweat a lot before you can get paid these days when everything is so expensive. But have some nice ideas on your head, because with a little bit of money you can make a lot of great things. You don't have to have thousands and thousands. You just need to know how to work money to get what you need when you are young, not what you want. Of course, it's nice, whenever you want to have something, you just go and buy it. But sometimes, if you don't work hard for that money, you don't give much value. And it's like, yeah, someone gives you 100K, 100. Sometimes you think, well, just $100, if that costs $100, so I'm going to spend money on that, whatever it could be. But if you didn't have to work hard for it, it's just like, for you it's going to be just pocket money. You're not going to give the proper value on what you are buying. Now, try to go to work. Work 8 to 10, 12 hours to make that $100, and then see if you just want to spend it in a few minutes, or if you are going to analyze what you can do with that money. That's the time when you start giving value to things, not to the money itself. You start giving value to the hard work what you put in. And of course, sometimes you will make those mistakes. You will just waste that money, which is fair enough. So about living and learning, no one is telling you have to be wise and make the right decisions all the time. It would be nice if you can, but you need to get experience. And how do you get experience in life? Making mistakes. That's how you get experience. But for some of us who are a bit older than others, what is the best way to gain experience? Learning from other people's mistakes. And what I'm saying here is not, okay, I'm going to wait until my friend make a mistake and I'm going to learn from his mistake. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about instead go in general, see what's happening around the world. See what people is making, where people are making some mistakes so you don't go to That's less painful when you learn from others than when you have to go and experience yourself with things. So sometimes we're not perfect. Sometimes we think we are wise. Maybe we are very young. Because we think we know everything what's happening around the world. We have no experience, but by the way we see it, we are right. That's how a lot of people think. Well, who am I to say that? That's what I was thinking. My parents were giving me advice, and I was thinking. Of course, I was not saying that to them because I would get a proper slap in my mouth if I would say anything bad mouth to my parents. But I was thinking, maybe if my father and my mother would have the same ideas what I have, they would be successful people. They would have a lot of money in their bank accounts. Yeah? And why? Just because I finished high school and I was thinking I'm smarter than everybody else. Oh gosh. What is a high school? Which for me, why? I was thinking about that because my parents, they did not even finish the primary school. So in that From that point of view, yes, I learned a lot more than my parents did in those short period of time, those short years of my life. Does it make me a clever person? No, it just means I can read better than my parents would. How about the experience of life? How about the hard work? How about learning from life? You know, when I get to this stage where I am right now, and I can see my father is on his late 60s, my mother is on her early 80s. And then I start understanding, realizing what the world is about. Maybe now I can try and say something like, yes, now I know a little bit more about life than what my parents knew when they were at my age. I have seen a lot more things than what my parents have seen when they were at my age. And why do I say that? Well, we start with my father was born in a very small place and he never left that city. He lived his entire life. You know, maybe yeah, he went for a little trip, a little holiday here and there, but around the area where he was living. So I'm saying I'm clever than my dad. It depends on the point of view. As my dad never left home, he never had the chance to explore. I speak more language than my dad does. I've traveled to a lot more places than what my father did. I see so much more of the world than the mountains. Now, what does my experience make me clever than my dad? Not much. I have only seen things which he has not. But on the other hand, he has seen a lot of other things which I have no idea what he has done for his youth. He has been in, things he has learned with time. So what I have learned with life, our experiences in life is very individual. Because only us know the fact that we have traveled around. And we cannot compare ourselves to anybody else. Maybe I was learning to learn another 3 different languages than my native language. Maybe I'm lucky because I started when I was young, I made different decisions than my old fella. I decided I want to be a martial artist when I was young. I decided I want to travel around the world. I've decided I want to learn a different culture. And for me, every single day is just a different day. Full of challenge. A day of I very much wanted to discover what was just over the corner and not in the States, on the place where I was. Did it work for me? Am I happy of things that I have done? Yes, I am. If I had to choose this time over my life again, I did only see what I yes, I would. No regrets. What do I regret in life? I wish I could live closer to my family than what I do right now. My family are miles and miles away from me. But Yes, as I said, no regrets. Probably, if I was still there, in the same place where I was born, maybe I would not be alive, maybe life would not be so as simple as it is now. And when I say simple, I mean having a good job, having few different qualifications, having motivation to wake up every single morning and try something different every single day, trying to be a better person. You know, this is what I put for the challenge of life. 1 second, mute my phone. You know what I feel sometimes? Sometimes I feel we should not we should not go too hard on ourselves for making mistakes sometimes, for the decisions that we make. You know? Because we are learning how to live in this world day after day. We need to understand we are human beings and we make mistakes every single day. From the moment we open our eyes in the morning, we make mistakes all the time. We need to learn, understand, and accept it. No matter what you have learned, you're gonna learn every single day. You're gonna learn, and when you die, you die silly and stupid. Because every day there's something new for you to learn about life in general. And then sometimes we make that mistake thinking we are wise than everybody else. You know? The problem of the wise people is to think everybody else is stupid. This is the biggest mistake of people who consider themselves intelligent and smart. They think they are intelligent, they are smart, and everybody else is a fool. That's the first mistakes what they make. But who am I? A coalman. A coalman pretend who's a counselor. No, anyway, at least things has been working for me somehow. I don't consider myself any clever person. But my life experience has put me on the place where I am right now. And then you may ask, well, who are you? You are just a stupid cold one who never made anything of yourself in life. Look at you. You are buying bags of coal. You are delivering coal. If you are that clever, probably you'd be working at an office right now and making a better money from what you are doing. Maybe we don't know that. But once you know who you are and what you are capable of, you are entitled to make your own decisions. Back here. So surely, guys, you don't have to listen to it at all. You don't have to think about what I'm saying. But remember, I lived half of my life already, potentially. I want to live more, I don't want to die just yet. But I have traveled a lot more than a lot of people. They are dreaming to do so. I have traveled around the world. I have seen things which a lot of you who are listening to me right now maybe will never have the chance. Maybe a lot of you will do a lot more than what I have done. But a lot of you will not have the chance to do so. I wish you all to go through the experience I have had in my life to grow, you know, and to make your own decisions in life and get to the point. I know who I am, I know what I'm doing, and I know what I need. That's what I wish you could do one day. Unfortunately, not all of you will have the same opportunity that I had. Not all of you will see things that I have seen. Maybe not all of you speak the language that I speak, or have the profession that I have, or travel to places where I do. But as I say, it's all up to you what to do for your life. You are the one who can make a decision. If you want to be, where you want to go, where you want to be. When you look at this old fella buying bags of coal, You might think, well, you're one of the most stupid person I ever met. If I were you, I would find a different job, make a different living because this job is this good. I hear that sometimes. Don't say. And what does it make me feel? Happy. Because I got to the point in my life, people only know about me what I want them to know about me. Not even my friends, they know what I want. Not even my friends share these moments in life what I'm living right now. Because for some of people that I know, some of my friends, they just think, well, just some stupid going on. Yes, I am. Some of them will say, well, I have no idea why you left hospitality. You decide not being a chef anymore when you could open your own restaurant, your own bistro, or whatever. And you decide to leave everything behind to the beautiful home. And when I hear that, I can only laugh and be in peace with myself. Really. Oops, my eyes. Because they have no idea what the freedom means. I mean it. Just when you are in peace with yourself, your mental health, you don't have to go very far to move on. You don't have to take any drugs to go to sleep. You don't have to take any drugs to go to the stress at work every day, which a lot of them, they have to I don't have to be on the alcohol every single day before I go to bed just because I can't bear the stress what I have. So there's nothing better than being in peace with yourself. That is sane mental health. And looking forward to go to work on the next day, even though you're not making like thousands like you do. But just for the fact that you can be in peace with yourself, for you, it's not that easy. That's what you're looking for in stability, financial stability, and that I already have. You know, it's stress-free. That also I already have at work. Yeah, there are days when you just want to stay there and go. Most of the days I can say to myself, yeah, I'm looking forward to get to work and see what's going to be the challenge on the following day. What is going to be the next step? But before I could have it all done, yeah, I had to go through a lot of jobs, which I never want to make. I work for people I didn't want to work for. I have to restrict my language. I would not sacrifice myself the way I did to get to the point where I am right now. Life's all about living and learning. At least on my point of view. People can agree, people may disagree with me. I never said I'm the wisest person ever. But the way I think and the way I do driving a Rolls Royce, a Ferrari, a Maserati. I can drive the car I want. I can eat the food what I want. And as I said, for a lot of people who are working right now, they would love to have the qualifications that I do. Hey Isa, how you doing? How's things with you? Everything is good around here, just starting another days of work. It's just gonna be another long day, I can put it that way. So put things for a school time, I know about that one. I got back home yesterday. It was after midnight when I finished my work. I had a massage last night to do in a friend of mine. She was having some problem with her calf and her hip, so I was doing massage until midnight yesterday. And this morning, just after 5 o'clock, I was already. Alright, time to hit the road. Thanks everyone for being here with me this morning. Please, if you didn't leave your like now. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, please subscribe and help us to grow in this channel. And guess what? I managed to monetize the channel yesterday. Now I can try and make a little bit of money. I doubt it will happen, but at least I can dream about it. So I'll speak to you guys later on. Bye for now.